Hello, dear my students. How are you? I hope you are feeling well. So, we shall continue with our theoretical grammar lectures today. And at last, we are going to classify and analyze the parts of speech. And in our previous lessons, we classified parts of speech by different scholars and their opinions about parts of speech and principles of classifying into parts of speech put forward by great scientists such as Illich, Corneva, Price, and others. And today we shall start from the noun. It's one of the most controversial subjects of parts of speech. And so the noun. And I will teach you this lesson by means of my presentation. So let's start. So parts of speech, the noun. In Uzbek we translate it as ad sözcükleri and in Russian имя существительное. So let's start. The noun general. The noun as a part of speech has the categorical meaning of substance, предмет. Предметный ifade. It is the main nominative part of speech representing nomination of the fullest value within the framework of the notional division of the lexicon. The noun has the power, by way of nomination, to isolate different properties of substance and present them as corresponding self-dependent substances. For example, her words were unexpectedly bitter. We were struck by the unexpected bitterness of her words. So you can see that bitter is adjective and its substance is expressed by the noun bitterness. Now, example, the noun. The categorical functional properties of the noun are determined by its semantic properties. The most characteristic substantive function of the noun is that of the subject in the sentence. The function of the object in the sentence is also typical of the noun as the substance word. Other syntactic functions, attributive, adverbial, and even predicative, although performed by the noun with equal ease, aren't immediately characteristic of its substantive quality as such. So you can see that noun can almost fulfill all types of syntactic functions. Its main function is subject, object, part of predicative, attribute, and predicative. Okay, nearly all of them. It should be noted that while performing these non-substantive functions, the noun essentially differs from the other parts of speech used in similar sentence positions. This may be clearly shown by transformations shifting the noun from various non-subject syntactic positions into the subject syntactic positions of the same general semantic value, which is impossible with other parts of speech. For example, Mary is a flower girl. The flower girl you are speaking of is Mary. So you can see here, he lives in Glasgow. Glasgow is his place of residence. So this happened 3 years ago. 3 years have elapsed. So since it happened. So you can see different situations. Apart from the cited sentence part functions, the noun is characterized by some special types of combinability. Combinability, it means combination with other parts of speech or with this part. In particular, typical of the noun is the preposition combinability with another noun, a verb, an adjective, and an adverb. Example: an entrance to the house. Üge kiriş. To turn round the corner. Burçaktan buruluş. Red in the face, yüzünün kızarıp geçişi. Far from its destination. Menzilden uzak. So you can see in this example that noun has formed some combinations with verb, adjective, um, and others. The possessive combinability characterizes a noun alongside its prepositional combinability with another noun. For example, the speech of the president's speech, the cover of the book, the book's cover. The English nouns can also easily combine with one another by sheer contact. A cannonball, a log cabin, a sports event, film festivals. In word combination, in word formation, we call these types of nouns as noun plus noun verbs. In traditional grammar, we can see the second case as noun plus noun. Juft attı. As a part of speech, the noun is also characterized by the set of formal features determining its specific status in the lexical paradigm of nomination. It has its own word-building distinctions, including typical suffixes, compound, stem model, conversion patterns. It discriminates its grammatical categories of gender, number, case, article, determination. So I have to say that the category of gender is one of the problematic, because in traditional grammar we consider that the noun hasn't got any categories of gender, because it plays as a more lexical role rather than grammatical role. We have to put it in mind. So the category of gender is more lexical than grammar. So we have to keep it in mind. The cited formal features taken together are relevant for the division of nouns into several subclasses, which are identified by means of explicit classification criteria. The most general and rigorously delimited subclasses of nouns are grouped into 4 oppositional pairs. The first noun subclass opposition differentiates proper and common nouns. So the second subclass opposition differentiates animate and inanimate nouns, canlı, cansız. The third subclass opposition differentiates human and non-human nouns on the basis of personal quality. The fourth subclass opposition differentiates countable and uncountable nouns on the basis of quantitative structure. Somewhat less explicitly and rigorously distinguished is the division of English nouns into concrete and abstract. Anaconda mevhum. The given set of 8 subclasses cannot be structured hierarchically in any linguistically relevant sense. Some sort of hierarchical relations can be observed only between animate, inanimate, and human, non-human groupings. Okay. In particular, the base of combinability can be pointed out between the noun, subject, and the verb predicate in the following sentences. The sandstorm was crumbling, not horse was crumbling. The horse was lamening, not the tree was laming. John was laughing, not the cat was laughing. Yani mana burada pragmatik jihatdan xususiyat qarash kerak deb e'tibor bering. The category of number in English is expressed by the opposition of the plural form of the noun, the strong member, to its singular form, the weak member. The productive formal mark of the plural form is the suffix ess. This mark correlates with the absence of the number suffix in the singular. The other non-productive ways of expressing the number opposition are the change of vowels, for example, tooth, teeth. B. The archaic suffix en, for example, ox, oxen, child, children. C. The correlation of individual singular and plural suffixes in some borrowed words, such as phenomenon, phenomena, cactus, cacti, formula, formula. These types of the plural forms related to the C part are mostly borrowed from Latin and Greek words. In some cases, the plural form is homonymous with the singular form ship. For example, mouse, mice. The category of number. In the plural linguists distinguish the following semantic variants. 1. Plural of separate objects. One book, two books. One potato, two potatoes. 2. Plural of material. Potato, one object. Potatoes, food. 3. Plural of measure. 1 mile, 2 miles. 4. Plural of a definite set of objects. Wheels of the car, eyes, lips of the face, etc. Plural of various types of the referent. French wines, Indian teas. 6. Emotional usage. Sands, waters, snows, the waters of the Pacific Ocean, etc. So you have to note that in the sixth point we have emotional usage. It means that most uncountable nouns can be countable in general use in each shift of meaning. For example, sands means desert, waters means seas, and so on. The category of number. The category of number is one of the regular variable categories in the grammatical system of English. All nouns are divided into two groups, countables and uncountables. The first group of nouns has number opposites, the second hasn't. Uncountable nouns are subdivided into those having no plural forms and those having no singular forms. Nouns like milk, geometry, friendless, having no plural opposites are called by a Latin name, singularity tantum, only singular. So now, singularity tantum are words that can't take plural forms. For example, uncountable nouns, so on. Nouns like clothes, goods, having no singular opposites are known as plurality tantum, only plural. Such kind of nouns are mostly comprised of two parts. For example, scissors, trousers, scales, and nouns like clothes, goods, stairs, and others. In the two subclasses of uncountable nouns, the number of positions is reduced either to the weak number or to the strong one. It is possible to speak of the absolute singular as different from the common singular of the countable nouns and of the absolute plural as different from the common plural of the countable nouns. The category of number. Some of the absolute singular words can be used in the form of the common singular with the common plural counterpart. In this case, they come to mean A. Different sorts of material, teas, steels. B. Separate concrete manifestations of the qualities denoted by abstract nouns, for example, kindnesses, the joys of life. C. Concrete objects exhibiting the respective qualities, for example, copper, coppers. Common number with some uncountable singular nouns can also be expressed by combining them with such words as bit, piece, item, sword. Advice, absolute, etc. For example, a piece of advice, two pieces of advice. This kind of expressing the grammatical meaning of common number is regarded as special superlativity in the category of number. So, some uncountable nouns can be countable by using partitives such as bit, piece, item, sword, and others. Bottle. Category of number. The necessity of expressing definite numbers in cases of uncountable plurality tantum noun has brought about different combinations. For example, trousers, absolute plural, a pair of trousers, two pairs, two pairs of trousers, police, absolute, two groups of police, common plural. This kind of expressing the grammatical meaning of common number is also regarded as superlativity. Singular tantum forms are treated as singulars and plural tantum as plurals. But when combinability and form contradict each other, combinability is decisive. So police, capital are regarded as plurals and measles linguistics are singulars. So you don't have to pay attention to its form because sometimes plural form nouns can be in singular, and sometimes singular form nouns can be plural. It says so. The problem of gender is not a simple one. Many grammarians define the category of gender in English as purely lexical or semantic. I said it. The most complete description of this phenomenon is given in a course in theoretical grammar by Bloch. He believes that the category of gender is expressed in English by the obligatory correlation of nouns with the personal pronouns of the third person singular. These serve as specific gender classifiers of nouns. The category of gender is strictly oppositional. It is formed by two oppositions. One position functions in the whole set of nouns, dividing them into person and non-person. The other opposition functions in the subset of person nouns, dividing them into masculine nouns and feminine nouns. Thus, the first opposition can be regarded as the upper opposition in the category of gender, while the second one as the lower opposition in this category. So, this was a short, brief lesson about noun. I hope you liked this video lesson. See you. Bye bye.